And hey, hi everyone! Welcome once again to another Let's Play. As always, this is FifiSqueaks, the mouse girl and the house girl, and as always, we're here to play some games. Now, tonight, we are going to start our Let's Play of Primordia, another game by Wadjet Games, and this one is one that I've played a while, like some time ago. I believe, I'm gonna say it was 2018 when I last played and finished it. I didn't get all the endings. Yes, it does have multiple endings, but it is a really super fascinating game with a really interesting setting, and I'm very happy to explore it, especially as kind of a revisit, especially after Gemini Rue. Because for those of you that have seen it, you know that Gemini Rue, while I enjoyed my time in the world, there were some frustrating bits, some puzzles that I didn't quite understand, and it just wasn't the most fun I could have possibly had. So I wanted to try something that I have experience with, and that I definitely do enjoy, and that's what we're going to be playing today. So let us begin as we see what this setting and world is all about. Also, the art style is just absolutely engrossing and just fascinating. Now, this definitely gives off vibes of a post-apocalypse, especially once we see this looming metallic shadow coming over the horizon.
Almost there.
And look at this fantastic art design.
And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go.
Yeah, I did forget that I have to set the auto dialogue to turn on, but I'll do that when I get control.
Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits.
So basically, it seems like we're junkers, or scavengers perhaps.
Maybe next time.
But something's happening.
Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go.
Alright, now we're in control, so the first thing we're going to do, dialogue auto so that it'll just go. And let's get started.
Boss, maybe we should see what's happening in engineering?
Agreed, we should... Come on, let's go. And I almost called Crispin Cedric, because I was thinking about Cedric the Owl from the King's Quest series. Crispin has nothing to do with Cedric, but let's find out what's going on in engineering.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me.
It's that big fucker that we saw earlier.
Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Oh! Oh, that's Primordia, everyone. So look at this fantastic design. Like, this fucker looks so creepy. You know what? I promised Monica, I don't know if you're watching right now, but I promised you that I'd try to swear less. So I'm going to try to do that in this playthrough.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
So we know her name is Horatio. And the floating robot's name is Crispin.
Oh, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder, again. And then he left with our power core.
Facade.
Yep,
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Okay. And now we have Crispin as an inventory feature, so we can use him to solve puzzles. Now, what I find interesting here, first of all, Crispin treats us as its boss, you know? So,
You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind.
okay, well, great. So, obviously Crispin is here to provide hints if we feel stuck.
Maybe you should check out the emergency generator and see if you can get it running.
Alright, well, I mean, we know that that was what we have to do, so let's work on that. But what I was going to say, so we can use Crispin to solve puzzles, and also they give us a keyboard shortcut of C, which, again, very useful feature. We haven't unlocked these, but we're going to unlock that shortly. And this is for our inventory. Right now we got nothing. This is, I believe, a window showing the current active inventory item. Save, options, load, and exit. So basically your typical point-and-click adventure game UI. And what I do like is that it seems a lot less, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot less busy than like some point-and-click adventure games that features a bunch of verbs. So it seems like it's context sensitive for how we use things. So less figuring out the right verbs to solve puzzles, and more about figuring out like, okay, what items or how do I use Crispin to solve our puzzles. But let's get going. And I did see on the ground, and one thing I do like about this game as opposed to Gemini Rue is that inventory things that you can pick up are a lot more obvious. Because yeah, obviously everything is like a nice shade of brown, but this does stand out. So let's pick up our data
Must have
pouch.
dropped the data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Assad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to add the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
So it feels to me like everything here, like Basad is obviously like a swear term in this universe, but it seems to me like everything is, what's the word I'm looking for? It's definitely a post-apocalypse. We haven't met any humans, but earlier Horatio had just mentioned that man built us to build. So he believes that his purpose is to build things, which Crispin complained about as like, boss, you and your projects, because he is a type of robot that likes to build things. But let's see if we can get that generator up and
I
running.
can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now. I can't pick that up.
Can't pick that up.
I feel like we're really in the dark here.
Any bright ideas?
I was being literal.
Perhaps. Alright. So is there anything that we can... Alright, let's take the exit. Actually, what I should do, let's see what these options are. So, system user, ratio null
Data
built.
pouch is registered to me.
Alright, we can activate the map and data.
The data.
Okay, it looks like we don't have too much, but this is probably where we can like check for things we're looking for. And a map option. Alright, oh, conduit.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit. I can't just scoop it up.
Okay, I wonder if we have to... Alright, so there's a ladder, so that's probably what we can use to climb into the machine.
I've tried patching this a dozen different ways without success. Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good.
Alright, well we found some putty that we can use, and a
There's
socket.
supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
Now we did pick up a conduit, so maybe we can use that.
How would that even work?
Alright, so now we have data. Let's see if we can plug this
I'll
in.
need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
Okay. So before we do anything else, that's what we're going to need.
It's not going to do anything until the generator's fixed.
So we have a goal. We need 5 conduits.
A sturdy cable. It's the unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not.
UNNIC. Unique. UNNIIC. Now they just mentioned that it's unique, like the word unique, but that's probably a an acronym for something. We don't know yet. We don't yet know what that acronym is for, but I'm assuming that we'll find out. At least if we go the correct ending routes. Because again, I might have mentioned this, but this game does have multiple endings. But let's explore and see what we can find in the ship.
There's no way I can reach that.
But you know who could reach it? Hey, Crispin.
Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
Thank you, Crispin.
No, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges.
Well, that too.
Can you get the large lantern?
That's way too big for me to get, boss, and you know it.
Alright, well, we tried. Alright, so that's the ladder to go down. Is there anything else that we can get? There's the hatch. Now, the way that everything is shaped, kind of like, almost like it's a sludgy puddle. Like, this window kind of has a sludgy, slimy look to it. Definitely gives me a feel of, like, an MC Escher painting. You know, the guy that did the art for Aliens. But let's go into the hatch.
The hatch is unresponsive. It's pitch black in there. It's pitch black.
Can we use the lantern?
Totally unilluminating.
Fair enough. Wait,
More
we found
volume conduit.
another conduit. That's 2. We need at least 5, so we need 3 more. But we can't open the panel, but we can go to the exit. And this takes us back up here.
This is no time for sitting around. Without power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
Only a little sliver left before the moon wanes entirely.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones running out of power.
Crispin, please. We have a situation here, and you're making jokes. Clouds.
Strange clouds, huh, boss?
Can we go down the hatch?
It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
Wait, I know a way we can see the ladder rungs. Look at this
I
art
can't pick
design.
that up.
This art design is so good. Oh,
Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
well, I mean, we just made his day. But let's go back down there.
I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
Life is strange.
It couldn't hurt to bring the gospel of man with us.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough.
I do find that interesting, the whole idea that we are... Like, clearly Horatio is a religious person. Because to have a gospel of man, basically the gospels of these robotic creators, let's see if we can get more details. And listen to the music. In the beginning, all was still and silent. Then man, the all-builder, spake the word, and the word begat the coda, and so the world began to spin. Thus dawned the Primordium, the first age, the age of building. Man moved across the world and built many wonders. In the heavens he paved the sky roads. On the land he raised mystic towers. In the dark depths he dug colossal caves. Most incredible of all were the many machines designed by man. But still, the All-Builder was not satisfied. So with both his hands, man built a body of steel in his own image. With his right hand he gave logic, and memory he gave with his left. Then man said, "Now I will quicken this machine with a spark of power, and together we shall walk upon the earth." And it was done. Thus spun the world, and grew the code, and multiplied the living machines, slowly past the Primordium. Who can count the versions and generations that mark that age? In time, the All-Builder looked upon the many things he had built, the sky roads, the mighty towers, and above all upon the living machines. Weary with his labor, man sat himself beside the robots, and said unto them, "For you, my children, I spoke the word, and fired the engine of the world. For you I wrote the code, and to you I gave logic and memory." Then man the All-Builder stood and took the machine in his hands and guided them to a great mountaintop. Together they looked down and looked upon the world in its beauty. "All this was made for you, and now unto you all this is given. Keep it, tend it, make it flourish." And the All-Builder fell silent and passed from the world, and so ended the Primordium. Is that... what letter is that? Two are lesser machines, built by those built by man. We, okay, that's the W. We are lesser machines, built by those built by man, and we are but humble images of the All-Builder, and so he is the perfection of our forms, a machine of unbreakable form, endless memory, absolute logic. For this we revere him, and speak the word, and keep the code, and tend the world he gave us.
So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
Oh well, I found a plasma torch.
I
Sheet
can't
metal?
pick that up.
Right? Can we open this hatch?
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
Okay. And also, apparently Crispin is a floating bomb. I'm sure that won't come up at all. Is there anything else that we can find in here? No, I don't think so. So, let's take the console and head back out. We still need to get a few more pieces of pipe. Because right now we only have 2 conduits, so we need 3 more. We have a plasma torch.
For cutting and welding, it can't be beat.
Okay, so,
I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
okay, so we're gonna use the plasma torch to connect our conduits together once we have enough.
A small lump of electrically conductive putty. A good length of heavy-duty cable designed for carrying data.
Okay. I think there's not much else we can do here, so I think it's time to check out the junk pile.
You know, boss, I spend hours looking through junk. Maybe you could spend a little more time in the junk pile yourself?
I mean, you're not wrong, Crispin. So, let's see what we can find.
I can't see anything to do with it. Better just to leave it alone.
Lockbox.
It's locked tight.
I wonder if we can use the plasma torch on it.
Let's see if this works.
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it.
Did we kill it?
Can't see anything to do with it.
Oops.
There's a piece of gordium conduit way back there.
Wait, where?
It's just scrap. I can't reach the conduit.
Wait, but you know who could? Crispin, get the Gordium.
Go in there and get that piece of conduit.
I suppose. That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
Alright, so we have 3 pieces of conduit.
I picked it clean years ago. It's just scrap.
Is there anything else that we can look?
It's just scrap.
Let's inspect this door.
It's locked tight. It's closed.
I wonder if we can... We have 3 conduits and a spark plug, but let's see if we can open
It's
this
a
door.
reinforced steel.
Is there... Maybe Crispin can actually go in there.
I don't really want to try that.
I guess not. So there's nothing on the train that we can...
It's just scrap. It's just scrap.
Are there any exits out of this area?
It's just scrap.
Okay. So, looks like all we have is scrap. We do have a new spark plug, so we can make some repairs. Let's go ahead and head back to VME. And since we have the new spark plug, let's go ahead and use that. Can we use the wire, the cable?
It's a data cable, not a power cable.
Okay. I wonder what we could do with the data cable, though. Is there anything else that we can explore? There's a hose. This generator. Let's see. Grease. Crispin, get greasy for me.
Hey, Crispin, want a bath?
You sure are chipper, boss, given that we're slowly dying out here.
Alright, well, I guess that was not the right solution. Now, what else could we be doing?
A small lump of electrically conductive putty.
Okay, so the putty is used to produce electricity. But I'm not quite sure what we can do with that. Maybe there's something on the first screen that we missed.
Nothing worth salvaging.
Let's see.
I can't pick that up.
Can't pick that
I
up.
can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
Ah, I wanted a gumball.
Oh wait, is that a reference to Mystery Science Theater? Because the Tom Servo was a robot on that show, and he had a robot gumball, a gumball machine for a head. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else on this screen that we can inspect. So let's go back to the ship. So far, what am I seeing? There's the hatch.
The hatch is unresponsive.
Can I cut open the hatch with the plasma torch?
I'm trying to fix the unique, not destroy it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
An old captain's chair. I moved it here from navigation. A large observational telescope.
So, telescope. Those are the clouds that we saw earlier. This is the exit, basically taking us back down. So, what about the hatch? Maybe there was something down here that we missed. So we found the books.
That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss.
Maybe we can power weld.
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
What if we have to burn the grease?
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive. The controls... I'm trying to fix...
Okay, so we're not trying to break. Alright, let's climb out. Make an exit.
So, what exactly do we need to fix the generator?
Some conduit and a new spark plug.
Boss, sometimes a builder just has to let his creation figure things out for himself.
I'm your builder, Crispin.
I know. That's what makes this particularly sad.
Crispin, don't sass me, what the fuck?
So, what exactly do we...
Some conduit and...
So, what exactly...
Some...
Sorry, boss, I've got sand in my audio receptors. I'll let you know when it's out.
Okay. So there's not much else that we... You know, this is a lark, but let's try to burn the... Wait, no way.
Cause the whole unique to go up in smoke.
Oh, okay. I thought they were going to let me do that.
A reliable electric lantern that I cobbled together years ago.
Okay, so we already read the Gospel of Man, so we don't need to read that again. Is there anything in the data pouch? Alright, so I think at this point what we need to do is go back to the junk pile. But what are we missing here?
It's just scrap.
Okay, is there anything on the edges of the map that we can actually mess with? That's what I'm curious about. Doesn't look like.
It's just scrap. There's nothing more of value in there. There's nothing worth bought.
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
Looks like an old P2. Or is it a P3? Crispin Horatio build. Version 1.
Oh,
There'll be version 2 once I put some arms on him. He is my best and only friend.
Okay, what we just got there. Crispin's full name is Crispin Horatio Build. So when you build something, that's you are given that. Take their name as part of your name because
One
they were the
robot's
ones who built.
junk is another robot's treasure. If only I were another robot. So, what exactly...
Okay, so we have no further clues. So let's think about what we need to do. Hey, Aya. So I did a little bit of checking, and I think I figured it out. So this was one of those pixel hunting things that I did mention that is sadly a very frequent part of point-and-click adventure games, but we found some conduits here.
It's 3 pieces of Gordium conduit. Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless.
Alright, so now we have all 5 pieces. So yeah, I was close, I just missed that one little pixel. Now thankfully this game doesn't have too many pixel hunting puzzles, but you know, it is a thing. But now we have the 5, so let's use the plasma torch to get these connected.
Time for a little welding.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Right, and now... And I think we just flipped the switch. And we have light! Excellent work, everybody.
Whew, I thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well, do we have another one?
No, which means it still is an emergency.
Well, in that case, first dibs on the recharge station.
Crispin, please.
So, what's the plan, boss?
We need to recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay. In that case, can't you just make us a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
And you just make one of those too? I'm just asking.
No, but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed it a long time ago, before I made you. I even found a sodium iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now.
Okay, so we have our new objective, and we have a little bit of lore. For whatever reason, Horatio hates Metropole. Like something about a city.
I've never been able to figure it out.
Something about the city just doesn't.
Crispin, why is your
doesn't
diary
trust
still
it.
scattered all over the floor?
Are you going to keep nagging me until we run out of power, boss?
Yes. I don't need any of these right now.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Let's see what's inside of this hatch.
City of glass and light. Our energy is shared with all robots. Here is
And there's an advertising for Metropole. Found an LCD.
It's Crispin's to-do list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
Equal parts of the
Ah,
greater
blue.
The original designs for Crispin.
and together
Hey, there are arms here! An awesome set of tractor treads!
I went with a maglev unit instead, and I never could find good arms.
join us in Metropole. City of glass
There's the
and
design.
light.
I'll put the keynotes into my data
Our
pouch.
energy is
How does it
shared
even
with all
work?
robots.
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right.
Join us.
Well, we have our plans.
The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor.
Wanders, come.
Okay, well, I think we have our cable
City
already.
of glass and light. Our energy is shared with all robots.
Also, it's just me, or is this like the advertising for Metropole? Like,
Come.
feel very culty, like almost propaganda-ish. Because it is a city of glass and light, free energy for everyone. And, you know, there's no such thing as a free lunch, so I think that Horatio is right to mistrust.
Weary wanderers, come.
I bet I can
Join
find a
us
better
in
use for this
Metropole.
plug.
City of
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds.
Oh, I mean, fair
Nothing
point.
more to do with it.
Alright, so we have a new... What kind of plug is
It's
this?
a universal interface plug. The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU.
So maybe we can use that into our data pouch.
How would that even work?
Oh well. It was a nice thought. Now we can actually explore the rest of this facility.
The only way I can use this is by plugging something in.
That's probably what this plug is for.
It fits, but there's no point unless I connect the plug to something else first. A simple computer.
Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything we can do with this right now, so we'll come back to it. But let's check out this hatch first. Where's this the one we just came through? It is not. This is the way outside. Let's leave here. Actually, I want to check out that... Oh, here's the hull breach.
I don't think that would be wise. There's nothing I can do with it until I have some kind of power source.
Okay, so we need to find a power source to put it here, but we don't have access to that right now. Although we do have a rag. We had a rag.
Wow, first the power core and now a rag. This is not your day.
Really, Crispin? You're gonna dog me about that?
I don't think that would be wise.
Okay, so there's nothing we can do there. But you know what I'd like to do? Actually, now that there's light, let's actually check the main room first. So there was nothing else here that I saw. So what I want to do now is head into this room. Is there anything special on the floor? Or perhaps anything on the bed?
Still don't see why I don't get a bed.
Because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Looking at my bottom, are you, boss?
Crispin, please. Please. Look, I mean, maybe Horatio likes flat booties. Maybe Horatio is scared of ass. Like, so Horatio would hate me, because this mouse girl has a lot of ass. But moving on. Let's use the telescope.
This isn't the time to test out the telescope. This isn't the time to test.
9, 1, no.
This is.
Okay. So we, it seems like what we need are coordinates to use with this. But I'm not sure what we could use that for. Alright, so we have that.
We're fine on energy, for now.
So we have our recharge. Let's get out of here, because I don't think there's anything else we can do in here for now. Except to find that rag. Because I bet that rag had some information on it. Aha, see?
Hopefully, finding the power core will be just as easy.
I doubt it.
Alright, what's on the rag, though?
An old rag. How would that even work?
Not sure what we do. Wait, maybe we can use the rag on the grease. Like some grease for whatever reason.
That was a perfectly good rag.
Good for what?
You could have buffed me till I shined, boss. At least then, when they found my powerless chassis lying in the dunes, they'd say, wow, look at that gorgeous piece of machinery.
I think I'd rather have some grease.
Alright, but what do we use the sticky rag for?
The rag is covered in sticky grease. Futile. I doubt that will happen. I doubt that will have any effect. A Quentin Questron LCD monitor.
That's the one. Aha! So,
The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU.
let's actually go back to the machine. Because I think we can actually use that plug and the LCD monitor. Get some information. Let's see if that.
Futile. A simple computer. That's never going to work. How would that even work? The only way I can use this is by plugging something in.
I thought I had. Or did I use the plug? Yeah, long cable plug.
The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU.
And they mentioned the ship had a bunch of CPUs already. So, it's to find a CPU. Let's look at some papers.
Just some reminders I left to myself.
So, I like this.
I found this in the dunes. It reads, pound pastrami, canned kraut, 6 bagels, bring home for Emma.
What if this plays in other rooms? But will it play when we go back in? Oh, okay. That's just a little Easter egg, just some music.
I've never been able to figure it out.
See, these. It's gotta be something here. Something.
How would they catch fire?
I missed whatever they said. So you got any ideas?
How do you lose a crystal, boss? If I had one, I'd attach it to my head.
That's why I put it somewhere you wouldn't find it.
You can't hide something shiny forever.
That's right, we need to find
Could you
this.
please stop bothering me? I'm trying to finish this level of Zgred.
What?
You know, that puzzle game you installed on me when you built me.
But
Look, you have your puzzles, I have mine. Boss, since everything else awesome in the unique, by which I mean the plasma torch, turns up in your room, maybe we should look there for the crystal.
Okay, well, thanks, Crispin. That was actually useful.
I can't pick that up.
Hey, Crispin, you wanna look?
I don't really want to try that.
That's fair enough. Console? No. Set back down.
I still don't see why I don't get.
Sorry, talking about sheet metal. Something that I'm missing in this room. Ah, crystal.
Aha! Here's the crystal.
Right under our noses. That is, if we had noses.
So now we add this crystal to CD's
How would that even work? I need something to hold it in place to carry the charge.
Are you really trying to build us an energy sensor from a bunch of garbage?
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
Spare parts, boss. Spare parts.
Oh, I think it's garbage.
How would that even work? The cable's far too long to be useful. How would that even...
Very funny, boss.
So we have our something. So
The sodium iodide crystal is stuck in the conductive putty. A long cable with an interface plug on one end.
So let's see if we can plug this in now. Because maybe we can use the plug that we just made to actually effectuate the puzzle.
It needs a plug. The cable's far too long to be used.
So cable's too long.
Futile. I doubt that will have any effect. Futile. How would that even work? A Quentin Questron LCD monitor.
So it's
let's cut a little cable off.
There you go. Because I remember it was a little bit too long. So now,
Well, just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out.
now we have ourselves a crystal cable.
I need to plug them into a computer.
Let's go ahead and put this in. And it's our coordinates. 6507608. 608.
Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
Stop complaining. Yes, we can. Well, let's go back upstairs to the. Let's go. So we were able to put coordinates via that. And sure. Found some shopping. Some bagels. Okay, I don't think that's right. Geo coordinates. So 894.
Geo coordinates for various locations.
Let's take a look. Okay,
Bright lights, big city.
Metropole is nothing but trouble.
so, nope. There. Metropolitan's trouble. 652. Let's give that a try. 652.
Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Okay, so that's a bus. 817. Let's see if it's in there. 7.
Boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
Alright, and we found a new location we can go to. Giant robot. Surely that won't be a problem. 608. 608.
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully.
So, let's see. It's on 608 is junk pile. So 671-212. So 671.
More waste.
Well, you're the one who loves the junk pile.
Scrap isn't waste.
If you say so, boss.
I do say so. Alright, let's try 212 now. 2.
It's pitch black.
Boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down at the deck.
Oh.
And 159 is the last one.
Strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this?
That seems like. But hey, found another source of information. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to end it here. We have 2 locations in this bag. And this is episode 1 of Primordia. By the time this airs, I'll be streaming Ace and Go Crack on twitch.tv/FifiSqueaks. Come by and hang out. Love to see you. Love you. And thank you for hanging out. This game as much as I am. It has a very detailed and interesting story, and Again, I apologize for any mic issues that came up, because I am going to be getting a new mic in the coming weeks, so future episodes at some point will sound a lot better. But anyway, as always, this is FifiSqueaks. Mwah. Love you much. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.